Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, Bashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Rowan, and Shalom to the brothers in the white Syrian truth. Got this article on rnz.co.nz. It says what? Everyday activities won't be available to the unyabbed. Jacinda Ardern, that's the Prime Minister of New Zealand, says if you've not got your yab, there will be everyday things you'll miss out on. The Prime Minister says a new C-19 response framework is being finalised and will be released on Friday, providing people with greater clarity. Jacinda Ardern said it will become very clear to people that are not that have not yabbed. There will be things that you miss out on, everyday things that you'll miss out on. Yeah, so it's with I think the first few Jesus, what do you call it? The first few uh like, well, what is it, passports or green passes they did for basically saying like, hey, you got to be down, you're gonna have to get your yabs to partake. For the first few sets of them, it was for like going to concerts, going to nightclubs, going to bars, going to restaurants, or going to, places where there's a high volume of people, where you need to be able to provide your papers to be able to get in. But and New Zealand's really been, Australia as well. Australia's been like basically just not, well, for them, they're like, the rate of people that have been taking it was super low, so they were just like, well, we're just going to maintain a lockdown until people jump on it, and that's what they did. Like, kind of funny still, but so as I say, it's about both rewarding people who've gone out and done the right thing and also keeping away people who are less safe. Yeah, go and do the right thing. It's basically well, okay, let's keep going. She said by the time the framework is ready to move to, the government is confident YAB certificates will be ready. It's like an alert level system, she said. We've always said once we're yabbed, it will be different. So we need to therefore design what that looks like. Ardern said the government is drawing some distinctions though. They don't want an environment where people can't access necessary goods and services to maintain their lives. We can't say someone can't get health services, medical needs, pharmacies, food. The government is supporting providers who are providing incentives for people to get yabbed, she said. Anything that they identify will work for their communities has our backing. So yeah, funny as hell. Cause like, it's what, 16% of the populace, they ain't got their yabs, and for that they're just like, yo, it's still bulldozing. That's how peak it is. It's like it'll be 2% they ain't got it, and they'll still be like, okay, well, look, we're gonna have to enforce this on a scale where until everyone's got it, and then boosters are gonna be coming in. It's Ardern said domestic travel is being looked at separately from the framework to be announced Friday. Did it? Well, I don't know about local flights. Oh, I guess they probably do. If they do them in fucking the UK, they're obviously gonna do like domestic flights in New Zealand as well. But this is what to be announced Friday, and work is being done to see if there's a way to safely allow movement. But that would have a number of checks around it. Is there a way that we can use YAB certificate, but also acknowledge that even if you're yabbed, it's still possible for you to have asymptomatic C. So that's the funny thing. It's like it's not even stopping the spread. So what's like? It's basically a thing where it's always gonna be it's I don't know. It's always a thing where it's basically gonna be there, but then still you need to get headlocked into getting your yabs. Even then, says what? The border is putting a lot of strain on Auckland. The more time is the more time it's needed, she said. At the same time, the rest of New Zealand wants to remain C-free or be in the position to extinguish C cases as they arrive. So we've got to balance those two needs. I mean, so epidemiologist Rod Jackson, it's a fucking name and a half, told Morning Report the government needs to go hard on those who just haven't yet got around to getting a yab. With no yab, no job, no fun. Yeah, just say like, that's a funny thing. Is like people are pushing for it because they've just been indoctrinated by the agenda, the narrative being pushed through social media, through the news, through various avenues, to where people have been so overwhelmed by the whole circumstance. They're just like, look, if I'm not doing my part, then I'm literally just murdering someone's innocent old granny. Mind you, it's like a lot of these people that are most at risk, especially these old ass people. Them, it's even during the lockdown. I remember them. I was seeing them guys out. Them guys are out on the daily, just like, yeah. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do at home? I ain't got shit to do. Them men are just like, I had the same routine for the last fucking 27 years. Am I just gonna stop now? Hell no. So they're moving like they ain't even worried. But then what? It's a matter of prepping the minds of the people, getting them to take the yab, and you know, paving the way for the Karagma, for the MOTB. That's what's the groundwork's being laid for, and that's why the what's it called? The compliance is being battered into the people, man. Comply, and then everything's good. But yeah, that's and this is one of the more what's the word? They've gone further in how far they're looking to go. But then what? It's them things are gonna spread. Because I remember New Zealand, they were saying, "Oh, it's such a great, it's a great example. They locked down straight away, blah blah blah." Then they'll open it up way before anyone else. Then they might have to still go back in. It's funny. It's just like it's endless. It's endless, and it's like, and they know it's gonna be endless. But then they're kind of moving, like still saying like, "Hey, you get this, and it's gonna be fine." When it's really a thing where there's not gonna be any end to what you're gonna have to comply with, and it's gonna, regardless, it's all gonna lead to that karagma, that mark. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.